Tonight there will be no morning stars. Tonight, tonight, I'll see my love tonight. And for us, stars will stop where they are. Today, the minutes seem like hours. The hours go so slowly until the sun is light. Move right and make this endless day, endless night. Let's go. Ooh, yeah. Clap your hands up. I didn't love you so. I should have held on tight. I never should have let you go. I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself. Yeah. I could not fathom I would ever be without your love. Never imagined I'd be standing here beside myself. Guess I didn't know you. Guess I didn't know me. But I thought I knew everything. I never felt. Yeah. The feeling that I'm feeling now that I don't hear your voice. Oh, feel you touch and kiss your lips, cause I don't have a choice. Oh, what I wouldn't do to have you lying by my side right here. Cause baby, when you left, I lost a part of me. It feels so hard to believe. Come back, baby, please, cause we belong together. Who else am I gonna make long times here? Who else gonna talk to me on the phone till the sun comes up? Take your place, there ain't nobody better. Oh, baby, baby, we belong together. Oh, moon, grow bright and make this endless day, endless night. Oh, ooh, yeah. Come on, y'all, sing it with me. Sing, ooh, yeah. Who's gonna take your place? There ain't nobody better. We belong together.
What do I believe? Hey, yo, B, you ever look up the word conflict? It comes from the Latin word confligere. It roughly translates to strike together. To strike together, that just That just sounds dope, my dude. Like, when you ever heard of them Haitians and them Koreans, or them Cubans and them Argentinians, or them Puerto Ricanos and them JDs doing anything together, let alone strike, my man? Wait, you know what strike means though, right? To become ignited, to make a new beginning, to penetrate. We need to be doing all that together, B. I mean, we be talking about conflict, while forgetting what the word actually means. I mean, conflict is about bringing people together just as much as being apart. I believe in conflict. I believe in planets moving to realign. I believe in the sun. I believe in self-eclipses. I believe that if you wave your flag while on another's territory, there is no denying awareness of overstepping a boundary. And whether you cross it doesn't matter, because you have crossed it. The shots fired, however, will be of significance. And if you must, I believe you must die for your fabric. Because most of all, I believe in territories. Our identities are a game of tic-tac-toe. This is a grid, homie. And people can be exes, exacting excuses, ex-husbands, ex-wives, exaltations, exhumed, even ex-cops. I believe when I sleep, my dreams better the world. I believe I do not remember my dreams due to self-preservation. I believe in light and I believe in dark. I believe there can be lightness in the dark. I believe there can be darkness in the light. What do I believe? I believe that's what conflict means today.
Get cool, boy. Get cool, boy.
Could be, who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, maybe tonight. I got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come true, coming to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can't wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone will jingle, door will knock, open the latch. Something's coming, don't know when, but it's soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me. Will it be? Yes, it will. Maybe just my holding still. If I can't wait, come on, something. Don't be shy. Meet a guy. Come on in. One-handed catch. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, maybe tonight, maybe tonight, maybe tonight.
and quiet and open air wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us someday, a time for us, time together and time to spare, time to learn, time to care. Somehow, someday, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving somewhere. There's a place for us somewhere, a place for us. Hold my hand and we are halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday,
For the longest time, I've been told that the one thing that I need as a person, not even just as an American, is a job. So a few weeks ago, I went to my mom like, Ma, I need to find a job. And she was like, no, baby. What you need to do is find yourself an occupation. So I went to Wall Street. My check!
Mic check!
My check!
Mic check!
Mic check.
What we really want
What we really want
is nothing less
is nothing less
than the more beautiful world
than a more beautiful world
that our hearts know it's possible. I want to be in America. Okay, by me in America. Everything's free in America. For a small fee in America. Democracy in America. Hypocrisy in America. Majority in America. There's idolatry in America. In America. In America. Come on. In America. In America. In America. In America.
And I was thinking it would be so much, well, more different. I mean, I understood that it was something people were fighting for, but at first I didn't understand exactly what it was. Then I caught myself saying things like, watch my mouth? Man, fuck you. Minutes before saying something like, yeah, I don't believe we should pollute our environment either. And that's when I realized that the Occupy movement is about conflict and wanting to draw it back into the bones of our American skeleton.
Life can be bright in America.
If you can fight in America, if you can fight in America, if you can fight in America, if you can fight in America.
Tear the roof off the motherfucker. Tear the roof off the sucker. Tear the roof off. We gonna tear the roof off the motherfucker. I tear the roof off the sucker. In America, we like to funk you up. What you want us to do it, funk sing. In America, we like to funk you up. What you want us to do it, funk sing. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. What the hell? Come in here.
What will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation.
I believe when I sleep, my dreams better the world. check!
Mic check.
Mic check!
Mic check.
Thanks for letting me speak, B. So, I just wanted to say I showed up here a while ago with so many beliefs, and with the magnitude of everything I believed in, I realized that sometimes the thing I believe in the least is myself, which is a hard thing to digest, yo. Now I understand it's not what I believe in, but how what I believe in can better the world. And the best part about being here is now I know I'm not alone in wanting good for humanity. So thank y'all for showing me this, for giving a brother hope, know what I mean? I believe you are my peers. I can hear your hearts racing in your larynx. I believe in the beating of our voice boxes.
How about a wonderful performance we've just enjoyed? Let's give these young artists another round of applause. This is good. A very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Maurice Zarmati, and I am a trustee of the National Foundation for the Advancement of the Arts and the Young Arts Program, and very honored this year's Gala Committee Chairman. Good evening. I'm also very honored to recognize this evening the Executive Director of Young Arts, the formidable Mr. Paul Lair. Please stand up, Paul, and take a bow. Mr. Paul Lair, ladies and gentlemen. Paul remains standing, and my fellow trustee, so would you please stand up and also take a bow? On behalf of the board, I extend a warm welcome to our annual and affair of the arts, performance, and gala. Our young artists are evolving and inspired by their creative pursuits, and so is our organization, continuing to grow and evolve so that increased numbers of young people can be impacted by our programs around the country. Now, in our 31st year, we celebrate having recognized more than 16,000 artists as our alumni. This year, Young Arts named 597 national winners in 9 disciplines: in the visual arts, literary, and performing arts, out of a pool of more than 5,000 applicants. They represented 39 states, and 152 of them were from Miami this past week as national finalists. Tonight, we experienced the talents of young artists, alumni. It never ceases to amaze me, especially when you reflect on the fact that they came together less than a week ago. They produced, choreographed, designed all of the pieces, thanks to the work of Heidi Marshall, mentor and director of the show, and her fabulous team. Young Arts is proud of the life-changing experiences we extend to young artists, which includes access to significant scholarship, internships with cultural and educational partners across the nation, and invaluable opportunities for mentorship. Tonight, we're treated to the works of Shelley Berg, an award-winning pianist who is the dean of the Frost School of Music at the University of Miami. Who continually serves as a master teacher and a mentor to young artist winners, including the alumnus he played with, Emmett Cohen. Through tonight's presentation, we know you now have a very good idea what Young Arts is all about. We identify, recognize, and inspire the best and most talented artists in the nation. And it all starts here with Young Arts in Miami. And what a week we have had. Every night, performances, exhibitions, many of which include tonight, have been live streamed on our website. I understand we've had viewers from all over the world on every continent. Yesterday, our alumni shared their dress rehearsals of this performance with more than 2,000 high school students in Miami-Dade County, thanks to the generosity of our friends at Wells Fargo. Thank you, Wells Fargo. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the only organization in this country that does what we do, mentoring and rewarding excellence in 9 artistic disciplines. Thank you all for being with us tonight. Your presence allows us to continue to improve and advance the Young Arts program, reaching more amazing young artists like the ones you have seen here. Very special thanks to several of our lead partners, honorary co-chairs, Mickey and Madeline Arison, J.W. Bill and Donna Marriott, SunTrust, again, our presenting sponsor for tonight's evening, Miami Magazine, Grey Goose, The Collection, Hayes USA, Historic Alfred I. DuPont Building, Carnival Corporation, and our esteemed Gala committee members. So many more friends and patrons, all of which are mentioned in your program this evening. Now to continue our celebration. Tonight, we honor 3 very special individuals, each of whom has made a significant contribution to the arts in our country. Our first honoree, Doug Aitken, will be accepting the Alumni Award this year. This award was established in 2006 to celebrate Young Arts' 25th anniversary. I know a number of you were there. The award represents our support of talented young artists and symbolizes our continued commitment to them as they achieve success in a chosen career. The award granted to a young artist winner and an alumni or alumna in recognition of noteworthy contribution and professional achievement in his or her chosen art form. The award itself is a piece of art designed and created by noted international sculptor John Henry. Mr. Henry is a longtime board member and a passionate advocate of our Young Arts program. Thank you, John, for such a special gift. I'm honored that Bill T. Jones joins us tonight to present this award. Bill T. Jones is an American treasure. He is noted and beloved dancer, choreographer, and artistic leader, and the winner of last year's Arison Award. He's also is a young artist, master teacher, and spent time with all of our finalists today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bill T. Jones.
Thank you. Good evening, good evening. Thank you and good evening. It's a pleasure to be with you all here tonight. That's scripted, but I really mean it. Last year, I had the great honor of receiving the Arison Award from Young Arts, and tonight I am happy to be back to extend the annual Alumni Award to a brilliant and truly brilliant multidisciplinary artist who was first recognized by Young Arts when he was in high school. Working today in the world, we have many concerns about the young, but Young Arts has produced people that really make me feel more at ease tonight. And the fruits are in a person like Doug. Doug Atkins is an artist, he is an innovator. His work ranges from photography, sculpture, and architectural interventions to films, sound, single and multi-channel video works, and installations. Many of us recall his Sleepwalkers. It was an amazing piece. The exhibition at the Museum of Modern Art in 2007 that literally transformed a block in Manhattan with a cinematic experience. And already in his career, his work has been featured at some of the world's most important museums and galleries. It's exciting to think that, like so many of the young artists here this week and beyond, Doug was recognized and encouraged when he was just a senior in high school through this very program. And here it says, from one artist to another. I don't know if Doug heard, but his name came up today in my remarks to the young about the problem of film in the late 20th century. On one hand, it was considered the great bane of the people. It kept us doped up, unimaginative. And then there was a jealousy and an envy about having such a large, large platform. Doug, I think, has shown us something about how those two realities really can inform and actually show us a way forward. And projects that already span across the world, But let us enjoy a special tribute to Doug created by Lucas Leyva, a YoungArts alumni.
Hi, my name is Lucas Leyva. I am a YoungArts winner from 2005 in player script writing, and I made this short documentary about Doug Aitken, this year's winner of the Alumni Award. Enjoy.
This is the work of Doug Aitken. Doug is a video artist based in New York and Los Angeles who is known for creating works that utilize a wide array of media and artistic approaches to explore the fluid concepts of time, space, and memory. Doug Aitken consistently pushes the form of cinema to new frontiers, whether it is incorporating architectural interventions, multi-channel video works, performance, sculpture, or installations. Doug Aitken is a YoungArts alum who has found time to give back to the organization. This is Doug Aitken.
I was in high school when I heard of this organization, and you know, I think my teacher submitted something, and I got some certificate, and for me it was really kind of huge. Like, it was a sense that, you know, there's someone else out there, like outside of my you know, kind of small beach neighborhood that's aware. You know, and so I think it's a hugely valuable thing to kind of have that support out there. The YoungArts program can really help someone when they're coming up, because it kind of gives them something to communicate with. The idea that there's a place and there's other people that are really invested in kind of supporting what you're personally doing it's a very profound thing.
His fully immersive cinematic experiences have transformed entire New York City blocks with projections. And taken audiences on journeys in specifically designed barges in the Greek islands.
I think art is how we see the world, and you know, it allows us to kind of go into cultures and ideas in ways that are representational, in ways that are abstract, and it's really about enriching one's life and sharing.
This is the work of Doug Aitken. Through his writing, photographs, sound installations, and video works, Doug pushes art towards the future, while providing us with moments to stop and immerse ourselves in the awe of human existence and creation. In short, his works remind us that we are human, and why it matters. This is the work of Doug Aitken, winner of the 2012 YoungArts Alumni Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Doug Aitken, winner of the 2012 Alumni Award.
Thank you very much, and Bill, this is amazing. I had a flash while this performance was happening, and that was that I would have to come on stage and perform, to dance or something, and it was the most intimidating sense I've ever had, because this was just phenomenal. I want to thank everyone here, and I also want to say that, I think really one of the qualities of this foundation is when you look at America and you look at the American landscape and how kind of broad and repetitious it is, how anonymous it is in certain ways. You find that there's individuals out there, you know, people in high school or young people, and they're making things, and they don't know why, and they're making it because they believe in it. And it's so important that there's something out there, there's some sense of awareness out there that can illuminate what they're doing. And I think that's really why we're here tonight. And I want to thank everyone here who spent their time, who spent their Saturday night here, you know, because it's really, you are the people who care. And, you know, you should think about that a little bit. So, thank you, and it's been a pleasure. Bye. Would you like to say anything?
YoungArts is amazing.
Tonight, we proudly present the Young Arts Leadership Award to Robert L. Lynch. The Young Artist Leadership Award was established in 2010 to recognize the recipient support of art organization in the arts in America. As we all know, cultural arts is in every city, in every state, and thrives due to the support and guidance of civic, philanthropic, and corporate leaders. Without them, most art initiatives could not flourish. The Leadership Award acknowledges the vital impact that our nation's cultural leaders and their organization creates. As this year's honoree, Mr. Lynch stands on his own for the countless contribution he brings to the country and communities throughout. We thank him for also being a champion of young arts. In fact, yesterday, he spent time with our national finalists discussing their roles as our nation's young artist advocates. The award itself was created through the collaboration and mentorship between world-class sculptor Turji Lundis and young artist alumnus Jonathan Cuba, a 2010 winner in the visual arts. Tonight, we welcome Mr. Michael Kaiser, president of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, to present the award. Mr. Kaiser was a co-recipient of last year's Young Arts Leadership Award. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Kaiser.
Thank you very much. Thank you and good evening. It's great to be here again this evening. Last year I had the great honor to receive the Leadership Award, and tonight I'm happy to be back here to extend this award to a fellow champion of the arts, a fellow Washingtonian, and a very dear friend, Robert L. Lynch. Bob Lynch is truly deserving of this year's award. He is the president and CEO of Americans for the Arts, the national organization dedicated to advancing the arts and arts education in people's lives, schools, and communities. Throughout his 36-year career in the arts industry, Bob has been motivated by his personal mission to empower communities and leaders to advance arts and arts appreciation in society, and he has been tireless in this mission. Under his leadership, the services and membership for Americans for the Arts have grown to over 50 times its original size, with over 3,000 organizations and 300,000 citizens as stakeholders. He personally has reached audiences in some 1,500 locations spanning 49 states and more than 24 nations, ranging from Native American tribal gatherings to the US Armed Forces in Europe to the President of the United States. In your program, you can read his deeply impressive resume, but now let's enjoy a special tribute film to Bob created by Daniel Rosenberg, a Young Arts alumnus.
My name is Daniel Rosenberg, and I was a 2011 finalist in Cinematic Arts. My experience during Arts Week, getting to collaborate with filmmakers my age from all across the country, was truly remarkable. The Young Arts Leadership Award recognizes the recipient's support of arts in America. Cultural arts thrive due to the support and guidance of civic, philanthropic, and corporate leaders. Without them, most arts initiatives could not flourish. It is my pleasure to introduce the awardee for the 2012 Young Arts Leadership Award. Mr. Robert L. Lynch.
The arts are probably the easiest and least expensive way to get that innovation and get that creativity into the work stream, into the bloodstream. And that's why the arts are such a great tool.
Bob Lynch is president and CEO of Americans for the Arts. He leads the national effort that produces $6 billion each year in federal, state, and local public funding for the arts in America. Since 1985, Bob has led the National Membership Association of more than 3,000 local and state art service organizations that help support the 100,000 not-for-profit arts organizations in America. As an advocate, Bob and his team have built an advocacy network of key community leaders, a National Artists Committee, a roundtable of corporate CEOs, the Business Committee for the Arts, and have helped establish a congressional and a U.S. Senate Arts Caucus. As a manager, Bob has raised more than $250 million for the work of Americans for the Arts, has accomplished 6 national mergers, and has grown the organization to 60 times in size from when he started, including the creation of an $84 million endowment.
In high school, there's the opportunity to see somebody bursting with youth, bursting with enthusiasm, bursting with potential, but also at that same point of starting to realize that potential and starting to show themselves as the great performer that they are or that they will be.
Bob Lynch established the Americans for the Arts Action Fund, a citizen membership wing that in just 4 years has recruited more than 300,000 individual activist stakeholders and growing. He also produced a national media campaign called Art Ask for More, in collaboration with the Ad Council that has reached 150 million homes. As a speaker, Bob has presented more than 1,000 talks throughout the U.S. and worldwide. He has also produced more than 750 leadership advancement events in the United States arts industry. In 2006, he co-founded the National Arts Policy Roundtable at Sundance with Robert Redford. His recognitions include 4 National Education Awards and an Emmy. In his earlier days, he worked as a woodcarver and writer. He continues to play the guitar, mandolin, and piano in his rare free time. He is a survivor of the original Woodstock concert and even lived in a Volkswagen bus for a year, traveling the U.S., Canada, and Mexico.
The arts are important. You here are all important. You are powerful far more than you know. You are the future, the only one we know, and you are not alone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Robert L. Lynch, 2012 Young Arts Leadership Awardee.
Thank you, Michael. And I want to say thank you to Young Arts for this leadership award. It means a great deal. It means a great deal to me, and I think the idea that you honor people who manage and people who advocate is really important to America as well. Are there any Young Arts advocates in the house tonight? I saw the future yesterday, and the future is here in this room, and we need it now more than ever, and I know that it's going to be happening for a long time coming, given the folks that I met yesterday. The Woodstock picture is interesting. I remember parts of Woodstock, but I do recall that I was the only person at Woodstock who brought a hibachi, and so I realized that that left brain, right brain thing was happening really early, and it was the pathway to management for me. But one of the things that I learned there, and I've learned along the way, is that people make a difference in our lives. People have made a difference in the lives of every young artist who is here in the room tonight. So I'd like to thank a few people who made a difference for me. My mother, for example, who is watching live stream tonight, is the person through her painting who first awakened an interest in the arts for me, the first person to awake that interest. My partner, Diane Brace, who's here tonight, because of her career as a ballerina, made me see differently, made me understand a different way of looking at things, perhaps a way to tell the great from the really great or the excellent, that slight difference that is in perception. And in the 8th grade, a teacher, Sister Mary Andrina, 8th grade, St. Mary's School, Stoughton, Massachusetts. 50 kids in the class, attention paid to every single kid. And she's the person who found for me a pathway to writing and poetry and eventually rock and roll and eventually a career in arts administration. So one of the things that I feel that we have here, what's going on here, is a celebration of life. And life in the arts, whether it's a career or whether it is as a lover of the arts, it's a life of ideas, a life of passion, a life of innovation, and a life of celebrating people at their very, very best. That's the greatest thing about my career, is meeting and working with so many wonderful people over the years. And a few people here as well. Lynn Arison, what a spectacular job she's done in building this gem of an organization. Absolutely. Bob Redford, one of the most honest idea people as an artist who I've ever met and had the privilege to work with. And finally, it takes many people to do the kind of work that we're talking about that was displayed in that film. By the way, I wish I could have a buffalo in my film. But it takes people at the national level like Rocco Landesman, who's here, at the staff level like Nora Halpern, who's here with me, and people like Michael Spring on the board of directors of Americans for the Arts, who lives here in Miami. So with all of that, I simply want to say that it is an honor, and as I said here in the film, you here, you young artists, are important, you are powerful, and you are not alone, and I am honored to be honored with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch. Our final award this evening is the Arison Award, which will be presented to Robert Redford. The Arison Award is named for the late visionary entrepreneur and philanthropist, Mr. Ted Arison, founder of Carnival Cruise Lines, who with his wife Lynn created the National Advancement for the Advancement of the Arts and the Young Arts program to nurture and support young artists in America. This award is given annually to individuals who had considerable influence on the development of young American artists. There are countless reasons why Robert Redford, actor, director, activist, and founder of the Sundance Institute and Film Festival, is deserving of this honor. As a testament to his generosity as a mentor, he spent time with our national finalists today. We are honored to have two past Arison awardees with us tonight, Mr. Jacques D'Amboise, Mr. Bill T. Jones, as we honor Mr. Redford. The award itself is a piece of art designed and created by Jean Chen, noted artist and 1990 Young Artist winner and master teacher this past week. It is especially fitting that this award is created by a Young Artist alumni. This year, we had the need to create a new award, and Jean was our choice. Tonight, this award will be seen for the first time as it is presented. To present the Arison Award this evening, I cannot think of anyone more fitting than my friend and fellow trustee and a co-founder of this spectacular organization, Mrs. Lynn Arison. Ladies and gentlemen, a world-class lady, Lynn Arison.
I wish I could see your faces. It's all black. But I know I have a lot of friends out there. And I know there's a lot of friends that knew my late husband, Ted, and they knew how private he was. So you're probably wondering, how come there's an Arison Award? And would he be happy with that? And after seeing Robert Redford do a master class with all the finalists, and seeing him be so accessible, so generous with his own art, in front of the camera, behind the camera, producing, and also fighting for artists, which is one of the most important things right now, is to fight for the arts. And to see him connect with these young artists, to hear how he exposed his own life and shared what he went through so that they would understand that they're not alone and that that's the process. This is how it works. I understood that Ted would be very happy that there's an Arison Award to give to Mr. Robert Redford.
My name is Andrew Havia, and I'm a YoungArts alum. I'm here to introduce the winner of the 2012 Arison Award, which was named after the late visionary entrepreneur and philanthropist, Ted Arison. It's given to an individual who has had a significant impact on the development of young American artists. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Robert Redford. Born in Santa Monica, California, Robert Redford was artistically inclined from the very beginning. He studied painting before finding success as an actor. He's appeared in beloved films for more than 40 years.
Can I move?
Move? What the hell you mean move?
Better when I move.
Yeah.
In addition to being a world-class actor, producer, and director, he is an ardent conservationist, an environmentalist, an artist, political advocate, and a businessman. All of these passions collided with the creation of the Sundance Institute.
And it suddenly occurred to me, what about a community for the arts here? That's how it started, and it started first in 1980 with the Institute.
So the idea was to create a space and a place that would be safe for new artists, and we would help develop them and their work. So the labs are, to me, the core of Sundance. And everything has come from that. It started there.
As the lab programs grew, they grew from film to theater to documentaries.
The Sundance programs have helped countless artists, and many of those same artists have come through YoungArts, including Terrell Alvin McCraney, Lucas Leiva, Daniel Cardenas, Eric Lieberman, and Doug Blush.
Bob Redford's done an unbelievable service to our country in creating this phenomena that is Sundance.
It's hard to talk about the independent film movement and Sundance. I mean, in some ways, they're one and the same.
Mr. Redford has received numerous awards for his environmental work and is a recognized advocate for the arts. He has been honored by the Kennedy Center and is a 2-time Oscar winner. And yet, his incredible success has not tempered his passion for working with young artists.
We all started somewhere low. And could you now look back on that time and think about contributing your skills and your talent and even your successes to help new people coming along?
I believe it's your turn to come up.
You don't mind?
I don't mind.
Okay. I might start talking into that. Thank you, Lynn. Well, I'm filled with a lot of things tonight, and I'll just share it with you all. I'm an artist, and I'm also a supporter. And so for me tonight to be receiving this honor as a supporter is quite special. But I wasn't prepared for what I experienced starting last night when I saw all these young artists performing, and I saw the level of focus and dedication and commitment and discipline. It really thrilled me. And then tonight, to see this group of young artists performing with the degree of energy, enthusiasm, and skill, it kind of ran through me. And so I'm kind of taken back. I'm also taken back by the fact that I'm in the presence of some pretty special people. And along the road, I've heard some of the comments they've made. Jacques D'Amboise, who's done so much for the arts through dance, saying that he felt that art was really a translator of culture. And Bill Jones, who talked about how ideas are brought to fruition through art. Pretty special stuff. And so I'm obviously, and with Bob Lynch, I mean, you saw Bob. I mean, he's like a jack-in-the-box. I mean, just jumping up and down with enthusiasm and energy, and look what he's done, one individual, what he's built with his passion. So it's pretty great company that I waltz with tonight. And I would say that I won't go into detail about my own life. I did that earlier today with the finalists. I would just say that since we're all here together for the same reason, that I'm sure that we're all committed and believe that art can be an agent for social change and growth, and that we are all committed and should be. I think Lynn called it, or Bob called it a fight, I don't know. Yeah, it is a fight, and it's sad that it has to be a fight, but we're all committed to doing whatever we can to start or build or strengthen organizations like YoungArts. So I'm really honored and thrilled to be receiving this award tonight. And when I look at the journey that's been taken, I know Doug Aiken, I mean, I was listening to Doug tonight. He's a California guy like myself. But I was thinking about the gap that exists in our years and our time in the arts. And when I got started in the arts, it was a long time ago. It was the end of the Second World War, and teachers were coming home, and art was, at that time, and for a long time thereafter, considered a trivial pursuit or a kind of a waste of time,
something unimportant. And you had to live with that, which was really hard when you felt that for you personally, that art was a companion and a comfort and even a friend. And it meant a great deal to you. It was your passion and your desire, and yet you were surrounded by an atmosphere that suggested it was not important. So you had to have a drive and a commitment to stay with that. And that happened for a long, long time, and I think some of you probably remember that time. I certainly do. And when I moved from being an artist, I moved to a different part of the performing arts. Through all that time, starting in the late 60s and all through the 70s, I had to endure whenever I became an activist, a political activist in the arts and the environment, probably 1969, 70. And I had to endure the abuse all those years whenever I would get up to speak or go somewhere to speak. I would usually be followed by an editorial, or some voice that would say, well, what does he know? He's an actor. And I had to live with that for about 10 years till Reagan got elected. And then that took that off the table. But many of you and artists knew what that was like to live those years with how art was being treated like a trivial pursuit or what have you. And it was also being treated that way in Congress. So the National Endowment of the Arts was always having a struggle. You always had to fight to get an extra dime to do something that you felt was extremely important. So for me to be here in the presence of all these young people and to realize that we've kind of, the generations, mine and the ones just before, we bring the world to a place that's not in great shape today. And it makes me sad that we can't offer a better world for young people. And I think young people are the future. I think young people are showing signs of not wanting to be blasé, not wanting to be cynical. They want the reins, and they're entitled to it. They want the reins to say, give it to me. I'm ready. I want it. I've got the energy. I've got the passion. I've got the skills. Give it to me. And what are we giving them? Clownish behavior on the political stages. A mushroom cloud of ego that gives us nothing. So I'm really committed to doing whatever is possible to give young people a chance, because they not only deserve it, but I think they're going to take it and go with it. So to conclude, I will only say that over the years, art has meant everything to me. And if somebody asks me, as I've been asked before, well, why are you an artist? And I said, because I can't help it. And I recall there was a line out of a T.S. Eliot poem I'll just share with you all. And that is a stanza in one of his poems where he says, there is only the trying, the rest is not our business. And that's good enough for me. And so I just want to tell you that I'm going to keep trying, and I hope you all will too. Thank you. Thank you.
What a night indeed. Now the rest of the evening is all about celebration. Celebrating more than 30 years of discovering excellence in the arts. Celebrating all of you who have made tonight a success through your patronage and support. Celebrating our future. In just a few moments, we will escort you to the JW Marriott Marquis for an evening of fun, dinner, dance, a silent auction full of treasures, and more artistic treats. But before that, our 52 national finalists have a special message for you.
Jackson.